Alright, so we got a low silver main tank player here, starting off with Reinhardt. Let's see what happens.
Well, I know how much you missed me. Still have a picture of me at the hideout, I hear.
On the dot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
A little bit early on the fire strike, but you hit somebody, that's good. Swing, yeah. Fire strike, nice. So far so good, I like this. You're playing around corner, you're not wasting shield. When ball drops in right in front of you like that, just swing into him. 3 damage. You play a little bit of aggressive there. Right. So let's talk about this for just a little bit. So you're running Rein Zarya versus a Ball Sigma. Your tank line is very brawly. If you get right up in their face, you win. Ball kind of wants to dive in and harass your backline. Sigma would win in a poke battle, but if you get right up in his face, there's not a damn thing Sigma can do to you, especially because you have that Zarya. So what you want to be doing here is, like, right at the start, you were playing at this corner. Good. Perfect. Peeking around, fire striking, peeking back, all of that, perfect. Right, when ball slams down in front of you, you can give him a couple of swings, which is fine, because he's just going to get out of there. He doesn't want to take that 1v1 against you. It's free ult charge for you. And then, like, over here, just a little bit earlier, you could play a little bit more aggressively here and push their team back. Again, because you have that Zarya, and because you still have armor. So, if we look at your health bar here, you have 300 health and then 200 armor. The general rule of thumb is when you still have armor, feel free to swing, right? Because that armor actually has damage reduction qualities to it, so you don't take full damage from everything. And so it's going to be very hard for the enemy team to burn you down while you have armor, and especially if your Zarya has bubble available. So, like, I think just a little bit earlier here. Yeah. So you block Sigma's Rock there. Good. Swing, swing. You blocked a sleep dart there too. That's good. Just keep swinging, keep swinging. Yeah, so I mean, you blocked sleep dart, although I think that was accidental. You blocked Sigrok, which was good. Always a good thing to do. But when you have armor and Zarya bubble, just keep swinging. Right, swing for the fences. And right here, you're on fire, you're low health, so keeping your shield up is perfectly good. Be okay. Yeah. So, right there, the key with Reinhardt is, especially at lower ranks, is learning when to play aggressive and when to play safe. So right there, you were, 170 health, so you were pretty low health for Reinhardt. You were on fire, and, like, your team's being harassed by a Genji back here somewhere. Or no, Genji retreated. But point is, you're low health, right? So what you need to do there is just back up, shield up, wait till you're healed, and then you can push back in. Especially when you walk through Sigma shield here, you now cannot get any healing, because there is no healing in the game that goes through shields. Lucio heal doesn't. The only heal I would is Zenorb, but that's because it's on you, right? Moira doesn't go through there. Anna can't shoot through there. Mercy's beam will stay on you for a few seconds, but the shield acts kind of like a wall and will break line of sight, so she'll eventually, if she doesn't jump up or something like that, she will eventually be able to not be able to heal you anymore. So when you walk through this shield, you can't get any healing and you have no support. In addition, your Zarya is back here with your Mercy waiting to getting heals, which is good. You should be back here with the rest of your team, playing around this newsstand thing. I mean, so far, you were off the start. You were playing good, aggressive. You played a little too aggressive when you low on health. That's all.
Back into the fray.
Right. So this is risky. Yeah. Okay, so, I mean, right there, instead of going upstairs, I would have walked around left because you saw a bunch of your team already die, and chances are your team is going to be grouping up over here anyway. So if you had pushed left through door here, you could have potentially saved your Zarya. You could have jumped in front of her, shielded, and then just backed up. When you're down 3 people like that, do not take that fight. Right, so you made the right play here, backing out and retreating, but you might have been able to save your Zarya there and just kind of had a quicker regroup. But yeah, it's the right call here, backing up.
Group up with me.
Your McCree and Zen are beating. Zen, what are you doing?
Come out and face me.
I'm a support mate, so that hurts me in my very soul. Alright, so yeah, you were kind of fucked there. Why does it always... Where am I? Shit. Okay, so Zen goes in, feeds, takes a little bit of damage, so pops Transcendence to get out. Alright, let's not worry about that. So, nothing you can do about that. Your McCree, I think your McCree was behind enemy lines anyway. Yeah, he was back here anyway. He should have just died when the rest of you guys died so he could respawn with your team. Again, nothing you can do about that. And then here, let's see. Engage. So right now, you're down... I guess you're only down your McCree. So yeah, right there, ball rolls through and mines you. So as Rein, you can use your shield to break the mines, or you can just swing and hit the mines and you stay out of their range. But you walk the wrong direction. So you walk forward instead of walking back to your team. Right? You could have walked back to your team and potentially survived that. Boy, it'd be nice to have Transcendence here to cancel out a Nano Blade. Not that their Genji got any kills with it anyway, but still. Okay, so Bob's contesting. It's good, it's good, you guys can push in. Your team's a little bit ahead of you. Okay. Yeah, be careful when you're on the other side of the shield, because they can't heal you. Your team can't heal you. So it looks like you're kind of looking around, not sure what to do. You're hard shielding. So it just looked like you weren't sure what to do. You got Ball kind of harassing your back line. You've got Ash up top. You've got Sigma kind of poking with Mercy up here. As Reinhardt, you are a brawl tank. You want to get right up in someone's face and start swinging. And so what I would have done there is either back up around tanks, because, I mean, your two options are you push through shield and you start swinging and then hope your team comes with you. Or, you can kind of push around sideways around carts so your team still has line of sight to heal you, or you back up around tanks here. But if you back up around tanks, you open up this angle here where their Ash was firing, and, their ball is now. As Reinhardt, you kind of have to be decisive. You can't stand there with your shield up, kind of looking around, thinking what to do, because at that point you're providing no value to your team. You're literally not doing anything. By standing there shielding, I mean, you're blocking 1 or 2 Sigma balls, maybe, but Sigma's now off on a flank, and I guess you're chasing down a Mercy, but you have to be decisive, right? So you kind of haphazardly walked forward through the shield, which is fine. Again, you have to be careful when you do that because the shield blocks any kind of healing you receive, but you're playing aggressive, you're pushing their tanks back, and, in lower ranks, Sigma's probably going to recall his shield in an attempt to try and block you for some reason. When in reality, he should just leave his shield there. But if you walk forward, that's fine. Your Zarya just needs to push with you. Your Ashe needs to focus down the shield. She needs to come with you, and then you can just destroy their Sigma, destroy their Mercy. There's nothing they can stop you. Yeah. So you got to make a decision and stick with it. Chasing down the Mercy. It's good. Good kill. Sigma's on the right. Go get him. Good block on the rock. Keep swinging. You still have armor. Keep swinging. So, where's my mouse? So let's back it up a little. So one thing I haven't seen you do is YOLO charge, which is good. I was worried that was going to be a lot of what I was seeing, especially as low Reinhardt's. But let's see. Back up a little. Why does it always go back to that position? Swing into that. Just swing into that ball. He's free alt charge. See right there, you're not blocking anything. No need to keep your shield up. This is a very chaotic fight. Right here. So, what I would have done there, hold on, it's just, the thing I wish is you could go back in increments shorter than 20%. Seconds, sorry. Kill the Mercy, you go back over here, and you get this Sigma. Right here. So you block that rock. Look where he is, he's right in front of you. So just before he rocked, when he was in this corner, you could have charged him. Right, that is a good charge to take. So with Reinhardt, your charges always, you want to aim for their charges to be short distance charges, because you're more likely to hit those. So when Sigma was back up in this corner, back up to that spot. Let's see. Okay. So you block that right there. Just charge him into those crates. Right? He's moving he is moving this way a little bit, so what you're gonna have to do is Reinhardt is see that he's moving that way and like charge towards those barrels, pretty much. Right? And then you're going to pin him right here, you're gonna do that 300 damage, and then 1-2 swings, he's dead. Right? That is a good charge to take. It is a short distance charge, you're almost guaranteed to hit it. Your charge ends up you are in a no worse position than you are now. So it's free 300 damage, and you would secure the kill on the Sigma. So that'd be a good charge to take. Right, but here you kind of give up on that. So that's the thing. Overwatch, you move faster going forward than people going backward, right? Reinhardt's hammer does have a knockback effect, so you can potentially knock people out of your way of fire. But you have Mercy there with you. Just keep pushing that Sigma. You know, if you had charged him, you would have secured that kill. He was already at about half health, so you know if Mercy was damage boosting you, you could have killed him in 2 swings, right? But I mean, you go back to your team, so it's not terrible. Let's see what you do with Shatter. It was a good try on the charge. You know, same thing. It was a short distance charge, which is what you want to do. Let your shielder charge here. Yep, that's good. So the one good thing is they don't have a Reinhardt, so you don't have to worry about those Reinhardt mind games with Shatter. But you're using Fire Strike pretty much as a cooldown, which is good. Watch that Reaper going right, so you can fuck up your team. Nice, nice. Yep, that's good backing out of that. So you could have blocked that rock. When you hear Sigma do that, just put your shield up. You can block that rock very easily. I think you're holding on to Shatter a bit too long there. Reinhardt builds his ult very, very quickly, and so you generally want to use it within the next team fight. So you've had your ult for a little while. And you don't need those big 6-man shatters, right? If you get 2 people with your shatter, that's plenty, right? Even if you get 1 person, if you secure a kill on their Sigma, or you know, if their ball's being really annoying and you shatter him, that's fine. You secure a kill, you build your ult very quickly. You don't need those big play of the game shatters every single time you use it. You'll get more value if you use more shatters for like 1 or 2 people than you would if you do holding shatter trying to hit all 6 of their team. I get you want to try and make best use out of it, but I mean, look at like their Hammond. He said this is his 3rd ult this game, you know, and you had one that you haven't used yet. Like right here, you know, once Reaper's out of his shatter. Nice, there you go. Look at that. Yeah, that was a good shatter. So that was a good shatter. You know, again, I think you held onto your shatter a little bit too long, but that wasn't a terrible shatter. One thing when you do shatter, you know, you killed their Sigmund, you kind of fire striked his dead body, which is unfortunate, but it's the right idea. You want to shatter, fire strike, swing, swing, charge, right? You want to hold off your charge until they start standing up. The reason being is because when they start standing up, that's when you start building your ult charge. Like when they start standing up from shatter, that's when you can start building ult charge again. And so if you charge somebody as they're standing up, like you're pretty much guaranteed to hit them because they're still a stationary target. And by the time you pin them, your shatter will have the game will have considered your shatter done and over with. And that 300 damage you do when you pin your target is going to give you ult charge, much like what happened here. You know, you got 16% ult charge. I mean, you should have gotten a little bit more, but Reaper got nanoed. Another little thing to do when you're fire striking after you shatter, if you crouch and fire strike, what will happen is your fire strike, instead of going at a downward angle, will kind of go parallel to the ground. Its path of flight will go parallel to the ground, and so you could hit more people with one fire strike. If that makes any sense, it's kind of hard. I can't draw on this, which is unfortunate. This way. So when you're fire striking, if you're standing, your fire strike kind of goes like this, right? Down and into the ground. But if you crouch and fire strike, it will kind of do something like this, and it'll fly straight, right? And so instead of your fire strike ending, you know, somewhere over here, it will go along the ground, and you could hit multiple people with it. Just go until it hits a wall. But you know, that was a good shatter. It was unfortunate that they nanoed Reaper when you pinned him. Just held on to it a little bit too long, that's all.
60 seconds remaining.
This is not over.
Graviton surge is ready.
Helden sterben nicht.
I'd start walking up those stairs. Yep, it's good. It's good. Take high ground. I don't know why your Zen ulted there. I really don't. Swing into the graph. 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 Great. So, come on. So you push up. They see push up. They back around. Your Zen's throwing. He has to be right here. So you have basically 2 options here. One, you have a Hammond that is sitting. He cannot go anywhere. He is trapped in a graph. There is not a thing he can do. You can sit here and you can just swing into him and beat the crap out of this hamster, building your ult charge and securing this kill. Or you can chase down Sigma, who's being healed by a Mercy. You know, and because he's backing up, you know, he can stay out of range of your hammer, and of course when you push forward like this, you're putting yourself kind of out of position. Yeah, just like back up here, turn around and swing at this ball. Ideally, you know, you kind of want to be right here. This way you can turn and swing at this ball, and sure, they can shoot you, but you can put your shield up, you've got heals. I guess Mercy is with you, so you know she can keep you alive through this. But definitely swing on the easy target, secure this kill. I mean, he is being healed by Anna, but I mean, if you and Zen and Zarya focus him, Ana's not going to be able to out heal all that damage, and so this is an easy kill. Right, and you guys are already up 1. So you secure this kill, you're up 2, and it's a 6v4. There's no way they're winning this fight. But yeah, now you are... So yeah, you're chasing, and... Yeah. There's another thing too. When your fire strike is off cooldown, you can animation cancel your hammer. So if you left click and then almost immediately fire strike after you see that hit marker go up, it will cancel the animation of the rest of your swing and immediately go into your fire strike animation. And so it will be like 175 burst damage. It's very quick damage. So you probably could have killed the Sigma there, because he got down pretty low health. So you might have been able to secure that kill if you used that quick little combo. But again, chasing after the Sigma was the wrong play there. You should have just killed that ball.
10 seconds.
And then you got bobbed in the back. And you allowed their Sigma to get back into the fight at full health, ult. Yeah, I mean, there was a lot there that happened to lose you guys that fight. Back up, don't.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Oh, no, just back up. You are in a very bad spot right now. Wasting your shield. Don't chase that. Okay, so that fight was just bad. Like your Zen trans into nothing. Like your Zen wasted both his transcendence. It was one of the powerful ults in the game, and your Zen just threw it away. That hurts. It hurts to watch that for me. But anyway, so that's not on you. You can't really do anything about that. What you did there, like I said, you guys should not have lost that fight. You chased the wrong person, you ended up dying, and you allowed them to get back into the fight and kill the rest of your team. But here, now you see the rest of your team is dead. Don't even push up the stairs. Just back up, play around this corner here. Right? Just hang out. Right? It's okay. You don't have to contest cart all the time. You're not going to take a 1v6. All that's going to happen is you're going to die, or you're going to waste resources like your shield, and your shield takes a while to charge back up, and it's a valuable resource. You don't want to waste it. You want to use it as efficiently as possible, especially because it only has 1600 health. So just back up, wait for your team to regroup, and then you can push back in as a full 6-man squad. So you can't save your Ashe there. Just get out. At higher ranks, you're going to be punished for this. People are just going to destroy you. Fire Strike got nothing. You're wasting your shield. Shielding nothing. Just back it up. Yeah, so now your shield's down. This is where you should have been holding it all from the start. Any farther forward is too easy to flank you. So there, you got Ball slammed down, Ball dropped his mines. Your entire team, is stuck behind those mines. So you don't really want to turn around and waste your shield pushing through mines. I mean, you can, but then your shield is gone for this team fight. You could turn around and start swinging to try and delete some of those mines to help your team, but then you're just going to get shot in the back. So you were kind of in a tough situation there. What you could have done is, you could have walked through with shields and then just forced to fall back a little bit, right? It's not ideal. They get a little bit more cart space, but it keeps you guys alive. You might have been able to save your Zarya. I doubt it, because it looks like she fell right on top of one mine, but right here you are down 2. Right? Your McCree's dead and your Zarya's dead and you shatter. fighting a 6v4, this fight is not winnable. Like, even if you got a 6-man shatter, there is nobody with you that could follow up on that. So you wasted shatter here. Yeah, your Ashe is respawning and trying to get in good position. So you're actually fighting a 3v6 here. So this fight is lost. So you either want to back out or die on cart. Just respawn and regroup as 6 people. So, yeah. You wasted shatter here, and you died. First she's gonna die, and then your Zen's gonna die.
30 seconds remaining.
Zen backed up, still alive. Yeah, now look how staggered you are, right? And this is a snowball, right? Because you guys are trickling in 1, 2, 3 at a time, dying, and you cannot win a fight 3v6. So, of the Transcendences I've seen, that is probably the best one. Which is not saying much, but you should have played very aggressive with that. You should have used all that healing just to walk in and start swinging. There, you definitely could have killed that Ana. I mean, you were on low health, I guess. Yeah, I guess that was the right play. You were low health, you put up your shield so you didn't die. You have no supports with you, so just trying to stay alive. Yeah, I guess. You might have been able to secure that Ana, again with your little Fire Strike combo, the animation cancel. Just play around card. Unlucky.
Fire at will. This is not your time.
Okay, so things to note. The two biggest things, you're a little unsure of yourself. You don't know when to play aggressive and when to play conservative. General rule of thumb, if you have shields, you can play aggressive and swing. If you don't have shields, that's when you need to kind of take a step back, play a little safer. Or if, that's when Zarya should also bubble you, and then you can still keep playing aggressive. At the start, you had good positioning, you were playing around corner, you were peeking and fire striking the way you should be. But then your team just started to get staggered, and you were trickling in one by one, and you're just not making smart decisions. You were either pushing too far forward, chasing down targets that you shouldn't have, or not securing kills, not swinging into grabs. In that last little push there, you should have just backed up and held corner.
Burn it all down.
You have to keep in mind, too, with all the recent shield nerfs, shields are not as good as they used to be. So as Reinhardt, you need to use cover a lot more. So, playing around a corner, sitting there and swinging, peeking around a Fire Strike. Show it to the team. The enemy team's feeding here. They should not be holding this far forward. Charge, turn to charge, turn to charge. So, right there.
Ready for battle.
Why does it always do this? So, what the enemy team is doing, I have no idea.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
What is their BAP doing? Okay. So, their BAP should be dead. He's discorded, being focused by Zen, and their BAP should die. Absolutely, he should not survive this. Good. Right there. Now, right there. What I would be doing is you block Sombra's hack, which is good. But you're bubbled. Swing into this, man. Even if you get hacked by Sombra here, just swing into this. It doesn't matter. You're up 1. Like, their main healer is down. Their ball is discorded. You have bubble, so you can't get hacked. Their ball's already being focused down. Just swing into this. You know, when he would drop down here, you also could have turned around and tried to charge him. And that would have been a good charge to take again. It's a short distance one, and you're charging this direction back into your team. So you are in a safe position. Even if Sombra does hack you, there's nothing you can do. Like, there's nothing she can do. She can't kill you. Um, you know, and even if she does, even if she somehow kills you, your spawn is like 10 feet away. You know, her spawn's 2 miles away. They're The enemy team is in a very bad position here, and you guys need to make sure they get punished for it. Swing into this. So don't forget your Fire Strike combo. Again, you can animation cancel swing with Fire Strike. Swing, Fire Strike. Swing, Fire Strike. Yeah, their ball should not be alive. See, there you go. You used a little bit of one. A little animation cancel. Fire Strike. Something, swing. So I don't know how their ball survived that. Their ball absolutely should not have survived that. You could have pushed their Ashe as well. Because their Ashe was kind of by herself. Kill. Mercy. Kill Mercy. Nice. She wasted Bob. Not much you could have done there. You know, you got bobbed and hacked. Mines, whatever. So there you could have done your little Fire Strike combo. Swing, animation, cancel, Fire Strike. Done a lot of damage to that ball. Your Zenyatta used Trans a little bit early. Like, I think your Zen is trying to use an aggressive Transcendence. Who's a little bit early. You know, he wants to wait until you're there and you guys start laying the beat down on them. And then he can Transcendence in. Good job with the Sombra. You could have turned to look at the Sombra a little bit earlier. Sure, outputting. It's whatever. So right here, you're hard shielding nothing. You could have let shield recharge there. So your shield actually blocks Sombra's hack, so as soon as you hear that little whatever, you can just turn and flick your shield, and it'll block the hack, and then she can't hack for whatever it is, 1 second, 2 seconds. You got Bob really quickly there. It's okay. Charging Bob into a harder position to fight. Recharge your shield, just drop it, let it charge. Don't lose a 1v1. See? Their ball and Ashe are building out really. It was a nice try. It was a good time to shatter, but you know, Sombra can get out of there. It was a good shatter. You know, you secured 3 kills there, or 2 kills there. Sombra got out. So. Sombra hasn't used her ult yet though, so you can assume she has it, which she does. But again, it's an ult tracking thing that you need to. Probably won't be happening yet. You can push up a little bit here. That's good, yep. I like that you're not on cart. Push with your Zarya. Don't worry about the Mercy, there's not much she can do to you. There, that was a good a melee Fire Strike combo. Do that much more often. Melee Fire Strike, melee Fire Strike. Could have killed him. Yeah, you could have killed him there. With a melee Fire Strike. When you get bubbled like that, you can just drop your shield, it'll start to recharge. Because you have, you know, bubble blocks all damage, so there's nothing that your shield is doing.
Again!
Forgot how chaotic silver/bronze was. Bob has ult again, or not Bob, their ball has ult again. That's yeah, group up with your team. Just main by yourself. Shielding the Reaper, yeah, that's a fight you don't want to take, that's fine. Yeah, you pushed forward, your team just didn't come with you. Reaper kind of separated you guys. There was a lot going on.
60 seconds
Still
remaining.
fighting me yet?
This is a weird match.
The payload has come to a halt. Get it moving.
Okay, just stop and yeah, that's right. Just go hide around a corner, something like that. You have 45 seconds, so you have lots of time to get back to cart.
Group up here.
This is good. This is good. This is the first time that I've seen you guys, as a team, group up.
Greetings.
30 seconds.
That is good.
remaining.
Main, that's fine. Watch that Reaper. Again, when you get bubbled, drop shield and swing. Because there is nothing that your shield is doing there. Bubble blocks all damage. Again, you're hard shielding now from not much. Walk forward, just push W. Batter. Something. It's overtime. It probably could have shattered that Reaper and killed him before he ulted and killed 4 of your team.
Wait for me.
Yeah, you can charge out a spawn. You know, it'll help you get back to the fight just a little bit faster. If you charge and hold space, you'll do a little jump at the end.
Payload's in my possession and moving out.
Fire at will.
Oh, this is a juicy shatter. Yes, look at that. So that is a juicy shatter, but you don't need to do that every single time. Right? You're better off using shatter a little bit more and securing 1 or 2 kills than holding on to it and using it once a game to get a form. So, yeah, kill this Bap, he's feeding. Bap can only jump up.
60 seconds.
So their Reinhardt's feeding. Yeah, you don't need to turn around and deal with that, Rein. It's way in the back. Bob, which is fine, although you're being shot in the back. Yeah, at that point, just kind of back up and line of sight Bob. Because, you know, when you turn and shield him like that, you're getting shot in the back. So, just back up here, and then Bob can't see anything. And you can just outlast Bob. So there's no reason to let Bob get any value there.
Seconds remaining.
Experience tranquility.
Lights out.
Did the Ana just sleep Bob and then proceed to immediately wake him?
Into the iris.
Victory.
I am curious.
Into the iris.
Lights out.
She sleeps him and then immediately shoots him. Anna, what are you doing? What are you doing, Anna? You don't wake a sleeping target. Unless you know that you can kill him. Not a Bob, for sure. Definitely not a Bob. Oh. Okay. Anyway, so, in terms of your Reinhardt play, um, the biggest things that I noticed, one, positioning. You spend a lot of time, just standing, like, out in the open, hard shielding, nothing. And you might take a little bit of poke damage, and you don't let your shield recharge fully. Um, so what you need to do is you need to kind of play more around corners. And when you do have your shield up, make sure you're getting value out of it. Make sure you're blocking something, some incoming damage, protecting yourself, protecting your team, things like that. Second thing I noticed, you need to do your animation fire strike combo a little bit more. You could have secured quite a few kills just by doing that. Um, Third thing, hold on shatter way too long. Like I think you got 2 or 3 shatters that entire game. You should be getting 2 or 3 shatters around. Um, don't always hold it for those big 6-man ults. You don't need that. It's perfectly acceptable to solo shatter somebody. Like, if they have a Genji that's blading or something like that, you can absolutely solo shatter him. If they have a Reaper that's ulting, absolutely you can solo shatter him. Build your ult pretty quickly. There's no reason for you to hold on to it longer than one team fight. Um, Other than that, this one's kind of tough. Your team just didn't really group up at all, so you spent a lot of these fights just fighting 3v6 or 4v6, in which case you just have no hope of winning. When you're playing main tank, as a main tank, you are the quarterback for your team. You are the guy that everybody follows, right? Especially when you're playing Reinhardt. So you should be in voice chat. This is why I don't like replays, because I can't hear your voice communications. But you should be in voice chat. You should be communicating to your team. All right, everybody, just wait and spawn. Just group up, right? And it's okay, right? If they push card a little bit, it's okay. It doesn't matter, right? What matters is, because what's going to happen is if you just start trickling in, you're going to lose every single fight, and they're going to push card anyway, right? Whereas if you just let them push cart and then regroup and fight them 6v6, you can actually win that fight and then stop cart, right? But if you keep on trickling in one by one by one, you're just going to keep losing fight after fight after fight, and you're never going to win it. So as main tank, the big thing you need to be doing is telling your team to group up, to play with you. And I understand in the low ranks that's hard because not everybody's in team chat. Not everybody joins team chat, even if you ask them to. I've been there. I know the pains. But that's kind of what you need to be doing. And then as Reinhardt, you only have a 1600 health shield, so have to be very careful how and when you use your shield, and trust natural cover far more often. Don't spend so much time standing out in the open. And then the last thing is you need to commit to his decision. You're either going to play back and play safe, or you're going to push aggressive, right? Don't kind of hesitate, as you did a couple times there when I pointed out. If you're going to play aggressive, play aggressive. Tell your team, all right, guys, let's go, follow me, and then just push W into the enemy team. I will tell you that if you play an aggressive Reinhardt and you have a Zarya and like an Ana with you, you're going to win a lot of games. Because especially in the low elos, people just don't know how to handle an aggressive Reinhardt. Right, so you go in, you walk in. So long as you have armor, you can keep swinging. And then when you lose armor, that's when your Zarya should bubble you, so you can still keep swinging. And then when bubble goes down, you start taking damage. That's when you can put shield back up, get your health back up, and then swing back in again. And by then, Zarya's bubble should have also recharged. Right, and so it's just that constant cycle of armor, bubble, shield, swing. Armor, bubble, shield, swing. Don't forget about, your left click fire strike animation cancel. Use your ult a little more frequently, and just tell your team to group up in general. It will definitely start to climb. Best of luck on your